Thank you for joining us. We now come to you live with the final of this men's T20 National Championships. It's been an exciting cricket, 5 days worth of cricket, lots of games, a little bit of slowdown from the rain, but here we are. It all comes down to this moment. The two teams in the final, Quebec taking on British Columbia. British Columbia, they won the toss and they chose to bat first. Two shocking games this morning to decide the two teams in the finals. Quebec, they took on Ontario. They only managed 80 off the bat, and Ontario, they couldn't quite get there in the end. Quebec won by 2 runs. British Columbia, they had a horrid start with the bat this morning. They only managed 115 runs, and it looked like Alberta should sail home, but too many dot balls, and Alberta, unfortunately for them, they couldn't pull it off either. 110 is all they managed. BC winning that game by 5 runs. None of that really matters anymore, though, because we are here now in the final to decide who's going to be the winner of the T20 Men's National T20 Championships. This is Manali Patel. I'm coming to you live from King City, Ontario. Two batters out in the middle for British Columbia, Dilpreet Singh and Pargat Singh. Yeshwanth ready. He's going to start with the ball for Quebec. He's coming in from the pavilion end. Start with a thickish outside edge. And Dilpreet Singh, he's off the mark. They open their account, British Columbia. You can't afford to make the same mistakes they made this morning. Lost consistent wickets, just didn't look good out there. Couldn't time the ball, couldn't rotate the strike. Again, you'd hope the BC side, they're favorites to win in this game. But if there's anything that we've learned from the two semifinals, is that you just don't know until the game is over. Pargat Singh also opens up his account. Both batsmen now well on their way. Going to be an under edge, looking for 2 runs. They decide against it. It's a really good effort from the keeper, Shreyas Mova. Runs a good 40 yards and a very good throw in the end. We are in the power play overs. We've just got the 1 man in the deep, 3rd man out on the boundary, and only 2 players on the leg side. Chipping down the wicket. Pargat Singh calls for 2. This is good running. The 2 fielders on the leg side, mid on and mid wicket. Big stride in, looking to sweep that. It's going to be a dot ball. Similar shot attempted, similar result. It's going to be the end of the over. 5 for no loss after one. Ontario and Alberta, they're going head to head for the 3rd and 4th place playoffs. They're on the ground behind us. You would have thought both of those sides would be here playing the finals. Just couldn't quite cross over the line. Padam Joshi, the new bowler, into the attack. Swept away. Can't beat the man at square leg. It's going to be a dot ball. Calls for catch it. And a chance goes down missing. They pick up 2 runs though, BC. It's pulled away. It should just be the 1 run. There is a fielder out in the deep. They've called for 2. Needed a better throw in the end. A comfortable 2 runs for Dilpreet Singh. If there's anything that we've learned from the last 5 days of cricket, is that it's so important to rotate the strike. That should be 4 runs. No, the ground is still quite waterlogged. It just falls and drops dead. Couldn't quite cross the line over the cover boundary. I think when Ontario and Alberta, they go back and they look at what went wrong for them, why they couldn't make it into the finals, I think dot balls is going to be a big reason. Just had too many dot balls. That swept really well. Fine leg and deep mid wicket. They give chase. They're going to run 3 runs in the end. Single to finish the over. The bowler just not able to pick up the ball as cleanly as he would have liked. Could have been tight.
9 from the over.
13 for no loss. 14 for no loss at the end of 2. This was a very good over for British Columbia. 9 runs coming off of it. No boundaries, but just good aggressive running in between the wickets. Credit to the side, Quebec, to have pulled off a win against the experienced Ontario. Ontario got a lot of experienced players, a lot of them part of the national setup. This is excellent running. The non-striker, Dilpreet Singh, he's quick to call, runs early, takes off early and makes it quite comfortably in the end. I'm not sure what has changed, but BC, they realize, can't afford to have a slow start. They can't afford to rely on just boundaries alone. They're going to have to do exactly what they're doing. Rotate the strike. We're going to see the first wide of this innings. Yashwant ready. Slower delivery. It's driven down the ground. It should be 2 runs. Might push the third for the throw. This could be tight. Excellent running from the 2 batsmen in the middle. The bowler very upset with the fielder. Deep cover, just not getting the throw in as fast as the bowler would have liked. It's allowed for yet another extra run. It's been very refreshing to see from BC, the aggression in between the wickets. We've lacked it consistently all throughout the last 5 days. We're finally seeing this aggression in the finals. Suppose that's what it takes to bring out this basics of cricket. Oh, and that's a fantastic catch. The fielder at slip, diving to his right. He's taken an incredible catch to dismiss Pargat Singh. Pargat Singh falls for just 9 runs off 8 deliveries. And Yashwant Reddy, he picks up his first wicket for Quebec. British Columbia 20 for 1 after 2.5 overs. They've finally gotten a breakthrough, Quebec. Lose their first wicket, British Columbia, to an incredible catch and first slip. Mansab Gill, the new man out in the middle. They've had an excellent start, British Columbia. It's going to be the end of the over. 20 for 1 after 3 overs. I think the key this game is going to be how well Quebec can bat. They've done decent with the ball all around, all through this tournament, but it's their batting that struggled. We'll have to see how they go about attacking the second innings. British Columbia, they do have some decent bowling. The bowlers able to create pressure. We saw a good example of that this morning against Alberta. They pulled off a win in what should have been a very easy game for Alberta. Joshi to continue the attack. It's cut away. Straight to the fielder at point. A very good effort. It's going to be a dot ball. You feel the wicket's just going to change the momentum a little bit for British Columbia. Runs were flowing before the wicket. Pargat Singh doing a good job rotating the strike with Dilpreet Singh. Just see a change in the field after that shot. Can't find the gap, Dilpreet Singh. 2 deliveries, 2 dot balls. He's picked out a fielder each time. First point and now covers. Cut away. This is going to be another wicket. Cut straight to the fielder at cover. My oh my, British Columbia, they've lost 2 wickets and it's both of their openers. Dilpreet Singh, he falls to Padam Joshi and gives an easy catch straight to covers. He's going to have to walk back for just the 10 runs today. British Columbia 20 for 2 after 3.4 overs. And Quebec, they're strong. They're looking strong in this final. We've now got 2 completely new batters out in the middle. Mansab Gill, he's just faced the 1 ball. He's yet to open his account. Gurnek Johal, the new man, yet to face the delivery. It's incredible what happens when you get the fall of 1 wicket. The momentum completely shifts. The sun's gone. We've now got overcast conditions. This is turning out to be a fantastic over. Padam Joshi. He's picked up a wicket. Last delivery of the over. It's going to be a wicket maiden for Padam Joshi. Fantastic stuff from him with the ball. British Columbia 20 for 2 at the end of 4. Quick update for you in the 3rd and 4th place playoffs. Alberta, they're playing Ontario. Alberta won the toss. They chose to bat. They're 10 for 1 at the end of 2. Yashwanth ready. He's continuing with his 3rd over. Not a lot of people would have backed these 2 sides to be in the finals when this tournament started. Here we are, though. Cricket's a funny game. It's driven well. It should just be the 1 run. There is a cover. There is a deep cover fielder. to rest Aaron Johnson, British Columbia. He did have a slight niggle in his leg. He played Alberta earlier in the day. He really struggled out there with that leg. Couldn't pick up the runs, couldn't rotate the strike. At the end of the fifth over, we've yet to see a boundary. There's been a lot of good rotation of strike. No big hitting at all, though. Still in the power play. Haven't really seen the aggression. This is fantastic fielding from Quebec. Throwing themselves around, making sure that they limit every run they can. Right-hand, left-hand combination out there. It makes a bit of a nightmare for the field. Fantastic delivery to end the over. 23 for 2 at the end of 5. British Columbia, 5 overs in. They've lost 2 wickets. Get you a quick update on Alberta, Ontario. Alberta now 14 for 1. Again, they're playing for 3rd and 4th place. Joshi is going to continue the attack, coming in for his 3rd over now. 9 runs and 1 wicket from his first 2. He's bowled extremely well throughout this week-long tournament. Driven down the ground. Gill will pick up a single. Pull down the leg side. There is a fielder at deep mid wicket. He's going to limit it to just the 1 run. Good delivery. Looking to get on the back foot, Gill. Just a little late. Can't free his arms. It's going to be another dot ball. Just fantastic stuff with the ball from Quebec. Just moved an extra man into the offside from the leg side. They'll pick up another single. We'll finish with a dot ball. 26 for 2 at the end of 6, British Columbia. Strolling along, didn't really make any use of the power play overs. Quietly going at 4.3 runs and over at the moment.
26. 26.
Going to see a change in the bowling. Ramki Gangasani comes into the attack from the pavilion end. Got a very decent bowling side, Quebec. Joshi, he's done really well. 3 overs, just 12 runs, picking up an important wicket. Gangasani has also consistently bowled well this tournament. They're in the finals. It's a different sort of pressure, though. We'll have to see how everyone handles the pressure. Calls for 2. It's cut away. The ball goes pretty quick to the fielder. Stick to just the 1 run. Struck on the pads is a big shout from the bowler. Umpire not interested. It looked like he might have been going down leg. 2 batsmen out in the middle, just having a quick discussion. The run rate's really dropped since the wickets of the 2 opening batters. Flicked into the leg side. They'll pick up 1 run. Leg by signaled. Gurnaik Johal, just 2 runs from him so far. 8 deliveries. Mansab Gill, 5 runs off 10 deliveries. I think we might have a slight injury. Calls for a physio. It's been a grueling 5 days, 4 days I should say. Yesterday was a washout. We didn't have any gameplay yesterday, but a lot of cricket back to back. Some days have been quite warm as well. Just not hydrating enough, potentially. Hopefully it's nothing more serious than a little niggle. Gonna take a short break. Nagasani, he's actually just called it a day. He's had to walk off the field. Doesn't really want to take the chance with his leg. It was a nasty fall. Verinder Sidhu, he's going to complete the over.
I might have fixed it.
Just going to start with a dead ball.
That remain the same. You just continue.
Verinder Sidhu, he's got 3 overs to complete this over. But quite a lot of stoppage in play. First the injury and then some pitch work. The umpire is just calling for a hammer. But we're back into the action now. British Columbia taking on Quebec in the men's T20 National Championship final. Smashed on the ground. It's just going to be one bounce to the fielder at long off. Correction, mid off. Close to catch it, but well short. It's a long break in play. Gill and Johal, they're going to have to try and find their groove again. Trying to get some concentration going. Let's cut away. Deep cover. He does well. They'll pick up 3 runs. Good running from Gill and Johal.
3 runs this over. 31.
It's going to be the end of the over. 28 for 2.
5 runs. Overall 5. Yeah.
Correction, 31 for 2 at the end of 7. Going to get you a quick update on Alberta, Ontario as well. Alberta, they're now 28 for 2 after 6. Joshi to continue and complete his final over. He's bowled 3 overs, 1 wicket maiden for him,
Score is 31.
and just the 12 runs coming off of him. He's looked good out there consistently throughout the whole week. Struck straight down the ground. Gill picks up another single. Cut away, upish. Oh, that would have been a fantastic catch. The fielder at point, sticking his arm out, just out of reach.
No, that was second ball. 1-2.
It's gone high up in the air. The fielder at mid-wicket gets under it. Oh dear, he's just dropped an absolute sitter of a catch. In 2 minds as to whether to go fingers up or fingers down. In the end, he went fingers sideways. Hits the palms really hard and the ball pops right out. Quebec, they've dropped an important chance. Swept into the leg side. Should just be the 1 run. Big shout. He's been given
One shot to.
one short run and a run out.
Oh, you
Yeah.
get my hand on the shoulder. That means this is good.
Nothing. Zero.
Not zero.
Who threw the ball?
Mansab Gill, he is run out.
The ball.
9 runs from him today. British Columbia, they lose their third wicket, 37 for 3 at the end of 7.5 deliveries.
And who got run out was Gurnath Johal.
Oh, I thought it was Gill because they didn't really. They were running back for 2, right?
Yeah, they were running for two. I'm just
Oh no, you're right because it was the non-strikers.
yeah, it was
You're
not
right.
striker.
Yeah.
It was
It's a low one, right?
Correction, that was Gurnath Johal, the player dismissed. 7 off 11 for him today.
oh, he's back on field.
Umpire's just confirming.
So he came back 6 minutes. Okay.
Gangasani, he's back on the field.
New batsman.
Who was it?
Guess maybe the physio is just getting some work done,
New batsman. 30.
getting him
30. That's Mansab Gill.
just a little fixed up to be back out on the field. He'll want to play the final for his side here. He's been a very handy bowler for them.
Mansab Gill.
He's driven down the ground. Gill, he'll pick up another single.
Sorry, who was the new batsman? Other one?
I don't know.
Need to know.
17.
17.
Bhupinder Singh, the new man out in the middle. He joins Mansab Gill. British Columbia, 37 for 3 at the end of 8 overs.
38. One single last ball. 38 for 3.
What score?
38 for 3. 38. Yeah, last ball. 7 runs. Last ball single. Alright, that was last minute. He got confused, so he went like this. He did not go there. So
Okay, number 17. That was the number there.
Hmm?
What shot?
that is Raghav.
Raghav,
So
Raghav.
10. Number 10.
Raghav Tara, the
17.
new bowler out in the middle. He is coming in from the pavilion end. Starts with a delivery outside off stump. Gill, watchful. Lets it go through to the keeper. It's going to be a dot ball to start the first
Gill dot.
delivery of this over. Fuller. It's picked up. I think this is very good running. The fielder at long off. By the time he gets the ball in, they've picked up 2 quick runs. We're almost at the halfway mark. 1.4 overs to go. Projected score only 96. That partly due to the lack of boundaries. We just haven't seen too many 4s and 6s all week.
Sahil! Sahil! 2 water, please. 2.
Yeah, defender.
It's driven through the offside. Misfield again. Deep cover. Not picking up clearly. They've run through for 2 runs. Should have just been the 1 run. Quebec, they Can't afford these mistakes.
So 6 runs is over. 44 is the score.
It's going to be the end of the over. 44 for 3 at the end of 9. Going at 4.9 runs and over.
Kohli scored 76. For 103.
Copy, copy.
Gursahib Singh into the attack.
What you say? 115,
Their score?
120. Between 115
Then
and
lowers they are 50. They have to score 70 next time.
Played off the pads into the leg side. The keeper giving chase. Pick up another 2 runs. Singh. Gill, he's 15 off 20. He has really slowed down since the loss of the first 3 wickets. It's been a tidy over from Gursahib Singh. He's got the 1 delivery to come in the over. We want to try and finish strong. It's chipped into the offside. They pick up a single. It's going to be the end of the over. 48 for 3. 49 for 3 at the end of 10. We're at the halfway mark. Not quite sure if we're going to take a drinks break. Yeah, we are. We'll be back with you shortly after a quick drinks break. continue with the action. Raghav Tara
Number 10.
is going to continue with the ball coming in for the pavilion end. Vinder Singh, he's on strike. 5 off 7 from him. British Columbia, they're going quite slowly for a T20. 4.9 runs and over it. That's the run rate. That's the rate they're batting at. Projected score just 98. It's a big shout. It's going to be not out and a dot ball.
Guy didn't bowl, he bowled and he don't set up what you gonna do.
Alberta, they've now passed the 50 runs, 54 for 2 on that ground. It's paddled away, we'll pick up 2 runs. Just past a diving Shreyas Mova. It's a fantastic effort from him. It's a good keeper, Shreyas Mova. Good bat as well. He was the find of the tournament last year. Had a very good time with the bat. Picked up by the Canadian side. High up in the air, and a one-handed blinder. What a catch by the fielder at cover. Took a one-handed catch running backwards. It's going to be another wicket for British Columbia, 54 for 4. Mansab Gill, he's got to walk back. 16 runs from him today off 22 deliveries. British Columbia, they just haven't looked to get going. Not since the 2 openers really struggled. Credit to Quebec. We've done very well with the ball. Ravinder Singh now out in the middle for British Columbia. He really struggled this morning against Alberta.
1 to go. 1.
One ball to go.
We'll have to see how he goes about doing his business in this game, but this morning was an absolute struggle for him. He's played for Canada before as well, part of the setup.
Okay, who's the batsman?
Ravinder Paul, so that would be 49.
49. Ravinder Paul Singh.
He's off the mark. Push that into the offside, and he picks up a single. 55 for 4 at the end of 11. Get you a quick update on Alberta, Ontario. 3rd place playoff. 56 for 2 for Alberta. They've just passed the halfway mark as well.
We're in the 8. Lee is going on. 15? 15, yeah, chill. Sorry, 355. Same, but a good stop.
Gursaib Singh just continuing with his second over. Started with a dot ball.
Why did she go inside?
Let's cut away. Pick up another single. Let's paddle down the leg side. Keeper Mova giving chase. There isn't a fine leg. They'll pick up 2 runs.
In that wicket. Oh,
Looking to sweep that again. It's going to be a dot ball. Slight misfield from the player at fine leg. Doesn't cost him an extra run though. That's going to be the end of the over. 60 for no loss. Sorry, 60 for 4 at the end of 12. Raghav continuing the attack. That's a thick edge he's been given. The keeper, Shreyas Mova, does excellent with the gloves on the back. Ravindra Pal Singh fails again. Walks back for just 4 runs. British Columbia, they lose their 5th, 60 for 5 at the end of 12.1. And Raghav Tara, he has now picked up 2 wickets for his side. This is a very good performance with the ball by Quebec.
0-1
Harmandeep Bhatia, the new man, joins Bhupinder Singh And you'd have to say British Columbia, they're in a little bit of trouble right now. Five deliveries to come in the over. The new man, Bahia, he's going to be on strike. He's going to have to face Raghav Tara, who is bowling exceptionally well for his side, Quebec. Fantastic delivery. Beating the batsman, Bahia. Chipped. It's pushed uppishly through the offside. There was no fielder in the cover region. He's off the mark, Bahia. Calls for catch it. Just lands short. Short of the fielder. It's going to be a dot ball. Raghav is continuing a very good spell. Big shot. And right when I say he's continuing, doing a good job, he goes for 6 runs. Struck down the cow corner boundary. Bhupinder Singh is picked up 6 runs to himself. Looking to play that into the offside. It's just going to be the dot ball to finish the over. 67 for 5 at the end of 13. 7 overs to come. We'll have to see how much British Columbia can manage in these final 7 overs. Gursaib Singh continuing with his 3rd over. Just 9 runs coming off of his first 2 overs. They've been tidy for the most part, Quebec. Just the 1 drop catch, a deep cover. But all in all, they've taken the rest of their chances. These misfields are going to cost Quebec. Fielder at point, not accounting for the spin on the ball at point. Oh shit.
Here.
Just seeing a big swarm of bees go across the ground. All the players have been asked to just get down. Not sure if you guys can pick it up on the camera or not, but it is quite a large
They
swarm.
did not realize.
The two of them down there.
They did not even realize. Hey, and he's coming towards that.
Yeah, coming towards, walking towards the. No. No, he was walking towards. Look at this one little.
Players just being asked to lay down out in the field. There's quite a large swarm of bees on the go.
It was like, dang.
Saying he's continuing the attack. Should be out. There's a big shout. The dive just saves him. Bahia needed a stronger throw. Swarm of bees might have been just about the most exciting thing that's happened so far. Unfortunately, this finals is shaping out to be a very slow game. Just not seeing the aggression from British Columbia whatsoever. They're 5 down. They've just managed 69 runs off the bat. Now in the 14th over. That's 6 runs. Struck down the ground. Over the fielder at long on. He'll pick up 6 runs, Bahia. I think you might have just heard me when I said this game is lacking some excitement. Let's push into the offside. They pick up a quick single. Again, we don't get a clean pickup. Got you a quick update on the ground behind us, Ontario, Alberta. Ontario, they've just picked up another wicket. Calling for 3 runs. It's good running. It was hit fine down leg. There's no fielder there. They pick up 3 comfortable runs in the end, British Columbia.
This nice one.
Just not understanding the field placement. There is no one at fine leg. A short third man now. He was in their previous delivery. Can you get a wide? Saib Singh. He's still got 1 delivery to come in the over. We'll end with a single. 81 for 5 at the end of 14. Alberta, Ontario. Alberta are 66 for 6 after 12.5 overs. They're in a little bit of trouble. Might be an understatement when I say a little bit. 66 for 6.
Okay, it's coming out. 9 is in.
Okay, number 9 in, 7 is out. Number 9 is out.
Bowler number 8.
Bowler shirt number 8.
Varinder
Bowler
Singh.
shirt number 8.
No, Varinder Singh.
Going to see a change in the bowling. Verinder Sidhu into the attack. He's coming in from the pavilion end. And start with a single. Played into the leg side. They're calling for two. This might be tight. How's that? He is run out. That is going to be another wicket. British Columbia, they lose their sixth. 82 for 6. This is shocking stuff from British Columbia. Just had a shocking run out. Going to be 2 runs off of that. It's always just going to be the one. It was an excellent throwback as well. Well short out of the ground.
0-1. Out was other guy. No, out was 0-1. Yeah. The one who is going is 1. 0-1 and 1 is different.
But yeah, he's going to have to walk back. Just the 11 runs from him.
0-1 and 1. How much Rupinder Singh have?
Rupinder has 22. And he's still batting.
Anup Ravi, the new man out in the middle. Managed to get a few runs this morning against Alberta. Gonna have to play a similar innings. They've just got 83 runs on the board.
That was 0-1, right?
Yeah, that was 0-1.
6 down.
Anup Ravi.
Slightly better equation from British Columbia than for Alberta. They were 66 for 6 earlier. Looking to sweep that, finds the only man on the leg side inside the circle, mid-wicket. Struck it straight to him. It's going to be a dot ball. Push down the ground. They'll stick to a single this time. They don't want to risk a run out. One delivery to come in this over. And the projected score 113 at this rate. Just squeezed out to the fielder at fine leg. We'll finish with a single. 85 for 6 at the end of 15, British Columbia.
4 runs, 85.
Alberta, Ontario. Alberta in even more trouble. They've just lost their 7th wicket, 69 for 7. Some of these sides have really struggled in this tournament. with a yawn. That's
Owner, shed number 14, Abuzar, shed number 14, Abuzar.
Going to stay one more day. CC cannot to pay for the hotel, so what's the problem?
Abuzar Khalid is going to take the attack with the ball. He's coming in from the north end. We now have a fine leg and a third man. Seen a few runs go behind the bat. Just dropping third man out and keeping fine leg in. There's a fielder at deep square leg, deep mid wicket as well. Long on and long off. Fantastic effort by the fielder at short extra cover. Saves a single. They've done that a bit, Quebec. Diving efforts all around the park. This means a lot to them to be in the finals. They weren't one of the favorites to get here, but they are here now. Struck straight down the ground. Would have been an incredible catch. Instead, it goes down as 4 runs. He's just pushed it into the boundary. The player's down. I'm not sure if that's an injury or just disappointment. Just rolling his shoulder. It might be a slight injury. Might not have landed the best way on his shoulder. Guided to the fielder at third man. Good stuff. They keep it to a single, Quebec. Ravi, just the 1 run for him so far of 3 deliveries. That's gone straight up in the air. Square leg getting under it. Correction, point getting under it. And that's a very easy catch in the end. British Columbia, they lose their 7th, 90 for 7. And Ravi, he's going to walk back for just the 1 run today. Abuzar Khalid, he's picked up a wicket in his first over. Uday Bhagwan Singh, he's out there in the middle. Scorer just noticing that he just walked out in the middle. Just made sure that he has yet another sip just before the 12th man leaves with a water bottle. Got to make sure you hydrate. Still got 2 deliveries to come in the over. $90 for 7. You'll have to wonder if that's going to be enough. Looking to guide that down the leg side. It's just going to be a dot ball though. Pushed to the fielder. Just falls short of the fielder at extra cover. It's going to be the end of the over. 90 for 7 at the end of 16. We've got 4 overs to come. British Columbia par score right now, projected score just 113. Consistently said that might not be enough, but I've been surprised every single game. We've had so many low scoring contests, so I think for the final I'm going to leave my predictions and just hope for the best. Let's see how it plays out in the end. Alberta, Ontario. Alberta struggling as well. 81 for 7 after 16 on that ground. Rupinder Singh, he's been out there for quite some time. 28 of 22. We'll have to see if he can be the aggressor for British Columbia in the end. Verinder Sidhu, he's continuing the attack. Starts with a single. It's flicked into the leg side. Calling for 2. This might be tight. Oh dear. The throw just not as strong as it needed to be. They pick up 2 runs in the end. Uday Bhagwan Singh, he's opened up his account off the mark with 2 runs. Good running. They took off early. Made sure they got home safely. There'll be a single to finish the over. 95 for 7 at the end of 17. She's got the 3 overs to come in the innings. We've yet to see any sort of aggression from the batsman out in the middle. Khalid continuing the attack just over an outstretched arm of the fielder at extra cover. Pick up 2 runs again, British Columbia. Not been very aggressive overall, but they have run between the wickets very well in this game. Something that we haven't really seen all week. Should be a wicket. No, it lands short of the fielder at mid-wicket.
What he said, hit the ball. He said, take a single. What, you think you're going to be close?
Bhupinder Singh is on the mark. 33 off 28. Instructions though from British Columbia camp. Pick up one run, calls for catch it, one bounce to the fielder at third man. The instructions being sent out to the batsman out of the middle. Just rotate the strike. Hold on to your wicket. I'm not sure I understand those instructions, not when you've got 2.2 overs to go in a T20. You'd hope they want to try and maximize the number of runs on the board. It's going to be a wicket. A diving catch forward by the fielder at mid-wicket. It's a good catch in the end. Uday Singh Bhagwan, he's going to have to walk back. Just 4 runs for him. British Columbia, they bring up their 100, but with that comes their 8th wicket. And Abuzar Khalid, he's now picked up his 2nd wicket. Alberta, Ontario. Alberta 99 for 7. They've also just got the 2 overs left. Kaleem Sana, the new man out in the middle, he's come in with 1 delivery left in this over. Bhupinder Singh just maybe asking him to watch that first ball. He is going to be on strike if they don't take a single. Just 1 delivery left in this over. Projected score 112 runs at this rate. He's off the mark. Sana drove that down the ground and he picks up a single. That's going to be the end of the 18th over. 101 for 8, British Columbia. Sidhu, he's going to continue his 3rd over. 2 overs to come. British Columbia, they seem quite content with just rotating the strike. Not really seeing any real aggression from them in these death overs. We've seen a lot of low-scoring contests, so they might feel that they have enough on the board. straight down the ground, calls for catch it, and it's taken. Long off. He does well, judge it very well. They picked up a good wicket in Bhupinder Singh. 34 is what he falls for. British Columbia 102 for 9. Virender Sidhu, he's now picked up his first wicket.
Padam. Padam is number 6.
Sandeep Sandhu, the last wicket for British Columbia. Now at risk of being bowled out before they're allocated 20, British Columbia. This is good pressure from the Quebec fielders. They keep it to a dot ball. Fantastic over this is turning out to be from Virender Sidhu. Two balls left in the over, just the one run coming off of it so far. He's picked up a wicket. .102 for 9 at the end of 19. Fantastic over comes to an end for Sidhu. We're in the 19th over. British Columbia just 102 on the board. To see how many they can get off this final over. Quick Alberta Ontario update for you though. 105 for 7. Alberta, they've got one over as well to come. Khalid. He's going to bowl the final over of this innings. He's bowled well. He's picked up 2 wickets and just the 11 runs. In the block hole. And the batter cannot get it away. Start with a dot ball. 5 deliveries to come in the over. Swung into the leg side. A fine leg. He cuts it off. We'll just get the single. We're hoping for a big over to finish. The 4 deliveries to come in the over. Sandeep Sandhu, the new man. He's yet to get off the mark. We'll have to see what he can pull off. It's gone straight up in the air. Easy catch from the fielder at extra cover. British Columbia, they are bowled out. 103 all out. They don't finish the allocated 20 overs. Kept losing consistent wickets, and credit to the bowling of Quebec and the fielding. They've done well, Quebec. Dilpreet Singh, 10 off 13. Mansab Gill,
Number 1, Rahim.
16 off 22 for him. Bhupinder Singh, 34 off 30. And Harmandeep Bahia, 11 off 7. The rest of the batsmen, all in single digits. Reddy, Joshi, Sidhu, each picking up a single wicket for Quebec. Raghav Tara, 2 wickets to him today. And the pick of the bowlers, Abuzar Khalid, he picked up 3 wickets. Just 12 runs off his 2.3 overs. This has been a really good performance with the ball from Quebec. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have to see how Quebec goes about their business chasing 104. We'll be right back with you. Welcome back to the action of the second innings of this T20 men's national final. British Columbia, they won the toss and they chose to bat. They managed 103 before they were bowled out. 3 deliveries short of their allocated 20 overs. Quebec, in response, they need 104 to win. It's a slightly disappointing performance with the bat for British Columbia. Similar to this morning, they just couldn't get going. They lost consistent wickets. And credit to the Quebec bowlers. They were on the mark. Their fielders backed them up for the most part. Just a couple of misfields here and there and 1 drop catch. But all in all, it was a very good performance from Quebec. So a quick update from the 3rd and 4th place playoff. Alberta, they managed 121 off their 7. Correction, off their 20. 121 for 7. We'll have to see how Ontario can go about their chase. But here in the final, this is going to be a good game. We've seen a lot of low-scoring thrillers this whole week. For those of you just joining us, this is Manali Patel taking you through the final. All comes down to this. 5 days of cricket come down to the final of the Men's T20 National Championships. The 2 batsmen out of the middle, Yashwant Reddy and Shreyas Mova. Kaleem Sana, he's going to open up the attack with the ball. Bowled exceptionally well for his side this morning against Alberta. Had a huge hand in the victory this morning. He's going to need to do something along the same lines if they're to win this final. British Columbia. Both of the batsmen out in the middle, more than capable of scoring runs. Shreyas Mova, he's also part of the Canadian setup. It was a good find for the Canadian side at last year's men's nationals. We're going to start with a dot ball. Feeling a light breeze pick up here at King City. It's been a generally sunny day. Just seeing some clouds roll in though. Don't look threatening at all. Ooh, beaten again. It's a fantastic start for Kaleem Sana. 2 balls, both of them dot balls. If there's anything that we know about the 2 batsmen in the middle, they are patient. They're more than okay to take some time to get going. Unfortunately, sometimes that is why they end up in a little bit of trouble. Big drive. Again, not able to get some bat on ball. Yashwant Reddy. Camp just shouting in for him to stay in there. Stay patient. The equation, they just need 104 from 118 deliveries. There's really no pressure. But then again, I've said that same exact line almost every game that we've had at this ground over the past 4 days. And somehow we always end up in a pressure situation at the end. This is good running. He's off the mark. Yashwant Reddy picks up a single. It's good communication between the 2 out in the middle. Played quite a few games together now. Pushed into the offside. Be a dot ball. Cut away. It's going to be just the single. Oh dear, not sure where Reddy's going. It flew like a trace of bullet to the fielder at third man. They finished the over with a single. Quebec, 2 for no loss at the end of 1 over.
Bowler shirt number 25 today. Shirt number 25.
Today, Bhagwan. Yeah, today Bhagwan Singh.
Uday Bhagwan Singh, he's into the attack with the ball from the north end. Gonna have to try and mirror the start that Kalim Sana's had. Just the 2 runs coming off of the first over. Fantastic bowling from him.
Someone you guys get on the ball and start to hit some balls from 6 and 4 and 2s and 3s.
Not sure how many of you are following the West Indies India Test match. West Indies struggling. They're 108 for 8.
Good game done today.
I said
Might just survive this day though. There's only 1.5 overs remaining in the day. Still got 2 wickets in hand. Really going through a rough patch, the West Indies as a whole. 50 over cricket, Test cricket. Just can't seem to find a win. Big stride in. It's going to be a dot ball. I think the one thing that Mova is going to have to be very cautious of in this innings is he cannot afford too many dot balls. We've seen a lot of sides make that mistake and they just can't get out of the rut at the end of it.
and tomorrow probably 2-3 overs.
He is a patient player. He takes his time to get going, but today might not be the best of days, especially if Quebec are to try and come out on top. It's going to be a wide. First of this innings. He's nicked that. Past the fielder at slip. It's going to be 4 runs. He just gets it past the fielder at slip. Shriyasmova, he's got another 4 to his name though. Quebec, they move on to 7.
The last crowd here, over 100 people.
Nah.
Push to the fielder in covers. It's going to be another dot ball. 97 required. 111 deliveries to get there. Shouldn't really be any pressure on Quebec. We are in the power play overs. Third man is on the boundary. That's a good run. Push down the ground and they take off quickly. Comfortable single in the end. that fine. Third man will clean up and finish the over with a single. Quebec 9 for no loss at the end of 2.
Bowler number 1.
Kaleem Sana, he's going to continue the attack, pulling his second over. Shreyas Mova just to the non-strikers. He's nicked it. Yashwant Reddy, that's the first wicket for Quebec. Easy catch in the end for the keeper. 9 for 1 Quebec, and Kaleem Sana, he picks up his first wicket. Yashwant Reddy, he's going to have to walk back for just the 2 runs today. Quebec, they still need 95 more runs to come. Required rate still 5.3. It's really no pressure. Just have to keep the wickets intact and try and rotate the strike.
Keeper Anupravi, number 1. Batsman 20 is 16, and that is Ravi.
The new man to join the middle, Anup Ravi. He's going to take strike. Have to see how Quebec can manage navigating the chase of this fairly low scoring game. Unfortunately, they've not done very well when it comes to chasing. They've been slow and reluctant to start. Mova, their keeper, slightly slow to get going. He likes to take his time before he can actually attack the ball. May not have that time today. It's under edge. He's off the mark. Anup Ravi, he picks up a single. Four deliveries to come in the over. Kaleem Sana is now bowling to Shreyas Mova. It's a good delivery. Pushed into the offside. Should look to pick up 2 runs. And they do. Good running. struck beautifully. It's going to be 6 runs to Shreyasmova. He's pulled that up and away down to the square leg boundary. Kaleem Sana attempted to dig one in, and Shreyasmova more than ready to take that on. Quebec now only needing 86 runs. It's been the first real sign of aggression we've seen from Quebec. One delivery to come in the over. It's pushed into the offside. There's really no fielder out in the deep. They pick up another 2 easy runs, and this is fantastic batting from Quebec. They move on to 20. 20 for 1 at the end of 3 overs. Alberta, on the other hand, Ontario have lost their first wicket 14 for 1. They're chasing 108 runs off 105 deliveries. That is the 3rd and the 4th place finals. Pargat Singh into the attack. We're going to see a change in the bowling. He's coming in from the north end. Ravinder Reddy, he is on strike. He's been at the non-strikers for quite some time. Driven beautifully. You pick up a single and he's off the mark. It's going to be a dot ball. Played into the leg side. They'll pick up a single. This is good running. They pick up 2 runs. Played past the fielder at point. And they've run the first run very hard, allowing them for the second. Just 80 runs now needed for Quebec. Extra bounce on that delivery. Takes the batsman ready by surprise. He does well to keep his hands down. It's the end of the over. 24 for 1 at the end of 4. They're ticking along, Quebec. Uday Singh, he continues with his second over. 7 runs coming off of his first over. Flicked into the leg side. Should pick up 2 runs. The fielder at square leg is quite deep and he's got a long way to run around. Another 2 comfortable runs. Shreyas Mova. He moves on to 19. Had a quick chat with Mova after their first game this morning. He's quite pleased to be playing on this ground. That's played fine. It's going to beat fine leg, and he picks up a boundary. This is very good batting out there by Shreyas Mova. Needs to make sure he sees his side home. Moves to 23 off 14 deliveries. Just mentioning that he's excited and happy to see that the finals is going to be on ground A. He said ground C was very difficult to bat on this morning. Was very wet out there. He was confident he was going to get some runs on this wicket. He's doing just that. Quebec now, they require just 74 more runs. 94 deliveries to get there. Fantastic effort from the fielder at extra cover. Saves a single. Walking down the wicket. They're going to be overthrows. They managed to pick up a single. And it's been given a no ball. Umpire just signaling that's a front foot no ball. And it's going to be a free hit. You're going to see the first no ball and first free hit of this game. Very tidy with the ball this morning, British Columbia. This afternoon, I should say. Ravinder Reddy is going to face this free hit. It's a good delivery. Looking to pull that into the leg side. He's not able to time it. He'll pick up a single. Ready. That's the end of the over. 33 for 1 at the end of 5. Quebec, they just need 71 more. They're happy to see Shreyas Mova is leading from the top. Wasn't able to get any runs this morning in the semi-final. but here he is performing with the bat in the final.
No. Just number 2.
Alberta, Ontario. Ontario, they're now 29 for 1. They need 93 more runs from 90 deliveries. It's pulled away. Might just be the 1 run. Fielder out in the deep. Quick to get to the ball. Good call in the end. Pargat Singh, he's now bowling his 2nd over. Reverse paddle, picks up 2 runs, Shirasmova. He's innovative like that. It's been a very positive start from Quebec. It's good to see them come out in the final, take the attack on. It's now moved to 26 off 19, Mova. Again, chipping down the ground. He's played out into the leg side. Picks up another single. Pulled away, loose delivery, and that runs away for 4 runs. Ravinder Reddy is now joining the party with Shirasmova. Pargat Singh, he missed his length, short delivery, and Reddy says thank you very much and helps it along its way. Just 63 more runs needed for Quebec. It's a dot ball to end the over. 41 for 4 at the end of 6 overs. Quebec, they're going along well. Just 63 runs needed, 84 deliveries to get there. The 2 batters out in the middle. They look set. They look comfortable. British Columbia, they're going to have to break this partnership if they've got any chance at winning this game. Umpire just signaling the end of the power play. 6 overs gone. See a change in the bowling attack for British Columbia. Sandeep Sandhu, he comes into the attack. He's bowling from the pavilion end. British Columbia just marshalling the troops, making sure everyone is in the right position. Got a deep 3rd man, a deep backward square leg, a deep mid-wicket, long on. and deep cover. Clears inside, mid off, extra cover. Point. Got no one inside the circle on the leg side. Mova looking to dab that past the fielder at backward point. Can't quite beat the fielder. It's going to be a dot ball. Pushed into the leg side. Mova picks up another single. Quebec have done an excellent job making sure they don't leave much towards the end of the innings. Kept on top of that required run rate. This big flash of the bat. Just the dot ball. They've learned from their mistakes, both of these sides. We've seen a lot of positive running in between the wickets in this finals. First with British Columbia, now with Quebec. Away in front of the cover fielder, lands short of deep cover. Ready, he gets off the mark. He's looked all right, just not as comfortable as his partner Mova. Tidy over, it comes to an end. Just the 2 runs coming off of it. Quebec 43 for 1 at the end of 7. Ontario taking on Alberta, 3rd and 4th place playoffs. Ontario, they're going along well, 47 for 1 after 7.5 overs. They just need 75 more runs. Got a whole 73 deliveries to get there, and most importantly, just the 1 wicket down. They'll be disappointed, Ontario, to not be playing the final here. It's a low-scoring game against Quebec. They just couldn't cross over the line. They lost way too many wickets. See another change in the bowling attack. Dilpreet Singh, he comes into the attack from the north end. Play that onto the leg side, ready. Pick up another dot ball. Reddy's got to try and make sure that he can get Shreyas Mova on strike as often as he can. It's pulled away. Might just be the 1 run. He's definitely not interested in coming back on strike. Very slow jog to the other end, and he knows Mova is the key to bring them over the line. It's a big stride in from Shreyas Mova. He's really good at this with the spinners. He's able to get that foot far forward. He's beaten that time. It's going to be a dot ball. Must look like in two minds, and in the end just slow to react to the ball. This is a good over from Dilpreet Singh. One delivery to come. It's going to be a dot ball to end the over. 44 for 1 at the end of 8. Quebec needs 60 more. This is a good run. Punched into the offside. They take off early and quite comfortably they've picked up a single. Good stuff from Ravinder Reddy. Get Shreyas Mova back on strike. Sandeep Sandhu, he continues the attack. Push another single again. Just dabbed into the offside. Very good running by the two batsmen in the middle. It's been a positive approach with the bat from Quebec. They haven't let themselves get bogged down, which was the key. It's been the key for most of the teams chasing, staying on top of the required run rate. Most of them, though, we've seen a lot of them getting bogged down and then just leaving a little too much in the end. Both semi-finals, we saw that. Alberta should have crossed the line quite comfortably. Couldn't pull it off, and Ontario did the same thing in the second semi-final. It's a good shot. Up and over, through the covers. Calls for two. They get there comfortably. every run being cheered by the Quebec pavilion. Quebec camp, they're backing their players 100%. You can feel the energy. You feel that they believe they've got this game. 2 deliveries to come in this over. Punch down the ground. They'll pick up a single. It's going to be the end of the over. 49 for 1 at the end of 9. Ontario, they're also looking comfortable against Alberta. 61 off 1 at the end of 10. Dilpreet Singh, he's going to continue the attack. Very tidy first over, just the 1 run coming off of it. Ravinder Reddy, he's now looking more comfortable out there. He's picked up 16 runs to himself off 19 deliveries. Lighted delivery. Ravinder Reddy just waiting on it, driving it down the ground. And they pick up another single. Looking to sweep that Shreyas Mova. It doesn't quite find the middle of the bat. It's been signaled a wide. And pick up 2 wides. It's a rare wide delivery. They've been very tidy on the extras, both of these sides in this finals. Pulled down the ground. Given out, Shreyas Mova just pops it straight up, and it's an easy catch for the keeper in the end. You're going to hope this doesn't spell trouble for Quebec. He walks back for 29 runs. Quebec 53 for 2 at the end of 9.3. We're going to take a quick drinks break. We'll be back with you momentarily. Back into the action. Just lost the second wicket, Quebec. They'll have to really navigate carefully from here. Shreyas Mova, the batsman, out. He was looking good. Just popped up a simple catch. Surahib Singh, he starts off with a single. As long as these two batters out in the middle can keep rotating the strike the way they have, Quebec should sail home. Now the equation, they just need 50 more runs. 62 deliveries to get there. Plenty of time. He chips down. Ready, hits that down the ground. They'll pick up another single. Positive signs that the wicket hasn't really slowed them down. One delivery to come in the over. Gursahib Singh, he's back on the mark. Dab that in the offside. Runs through for a single. That's going to be the end of the over. 56 for 2 at the end of 10. Quick update for you on the Ontario front as well. Ontario and Alberta. They're in a contest for the 3rd and 4th place in this tournament. Ontario, they just need 52 more runs off 54 deliveries. This is a much, much better from Ontario this game. 70 for 1 off 11. You'd feel just a little too late from Ontario though. Couldn't quite make it into the final. That's definitely an upset. You'd assume they'd be one of the stronger sides in this tournament, so they will be upset with themselves to not make it into the finals. But all credit to Quebec for the way they played in that game. It's a low-scoring game, and they did a really good job to peg away at wickets, defend a very small total. Guided past the wicket keeper. They'll pick up 2 runs. Gursahib Singh, he plays that very fine. It's a diving effort from the fielder, a third man. He saves a shore boundary.
One short.
Just signaling 1 short. Gursahib Singh, the man guilty of that at the non-strikers, not quite getting the bat over the line. It's a good delivery from Sandeep Sandhu. Back of a length, straight. All Gursahib Singh can do is defend it back to him. Sandhu just calling in his deep square leg. Ask him to come in the circle. He's changed his mind. Sent him back out. It's going to be a dot ball. Big swing and a miss from Singh. Sandhu, he has now called square leg back in the circle. It's another swing and a miss. Singh just a little stuck in his crease, not quite moving his feet to the ball, throwing his bat out there. This is a little risky from him. Turning out to be a very good over for for British Columbia. This is exactly the rut that you don't want to fall into if you're Quebec. Can't get off the mark. Gursaib Singh bats out of the rest of the over. Just the one run coming off of it. 57 for 2 at the end of 11. And these two batsmen out in the middle, they need to have a chat. They cannot afford to have 5 dot balls in the over. Not unless they want to bring it down to the wire and put a lot of pressure on themselves. Had a positive start. They've kept British Columbia on the chase. The uncertainty has always been there. Dilpreet Singh is going to continue the attack. He's coming in for his third over. He's picked up a wicket so far. Need to try and pick up one more for his side. Try and put some pressure back on Quebec. Still just need 47 off 54. It's another swing and a miss. It's going to be yet another dot ball. Chipping down the wicket. He has pulled that down the ground. Should pick up 2 easy runs. They do. It's a wayward throwback. This is good stuff from Reddy. Making sure he doesn't let the pressure build up. Swept away. Calling for 2 again. They should get there. No, they decide against it. Probably for the best. It's a good throw coming back. Springs Gursaib Singh into the attack. He struggled the last over. Couldn't really get the ball away. There are a lot of gaps in the field. A lot of fielders out in the deep. Just short extra cover. The fielder inside the 30-yard circle on the offside. It's a lot of space out there if they want to try and pick the gaps. This is what it's coming down to for British Columbia. Trying to ask for the man-cat. The umpire says not out. This is really riled up. Really riled up the Quebec camp. Not impressed with this sort of sportsmanship. Struck well. Down to cow corner, they'll pick up a single. It is a legal form of dismissal. It is frowned upon. Said it's poor sportsmanship. Then again, well within the boundaries of cricket, within the laws of cricket. Certainly polarized the crowd here. It's pumped them up. He's bowled a full delivery from Dilpreet Singh, and he has bowled Ravinder Reddy. 22 of 26 deliveries for him. And Quebec, they lose their third, 61 for 3 at the end of 11.5 overs. We'll have to see how much this swings the game. He's very upset with himself, Reddy. It was going well. He needed to see his side home. Do we now see the game slide in favor of British Columbia? 89 for 1 for Ontario on the other ground. They're cruising along. They just need 33 more runs from 41 deliveries.
Number 12.
Harsh Thakur and Shubham Sharma, they're bringing them home. Anchoring the innings, both batsmen. That's something they couldn't do against Quebec in the semi-final. They couldn't get a partnership going. But this game, the final, Ramki Gangasani walks out to the middle. He joins Gursahib Singh. This after the delivery or the wicket of Ravinder Reddy. Dilpreet Singh, he's been the magic arm for British Columbia. He's now picked up his second wicket. We still have one delivery to come in the over. Looking to drive that down the ground, but we're going to finish with a dot ball. 61 for 3 at the end of 12. Quebec, they need another 43 runs. Sandeep Sandhu is going to continue the attack. He's coming in to bowl his final over of a spell. Just 8 runs coming off the first 3 overs. He's been tidy. Hasn't picked up a wicket yet. But he's done a good job with the ball for his side. Straight down the ground. Should just be the single. Singh, he's looking more comfortable out there. Well bowled outside the off stump. Ramki Gangasani flashes away at that. Not able to get any bat though. Have to be careful, Quebec, to not let this slide away with the loss of the wicket. Credit to British Columbia. They've broken 2 partnerships now. Get some bat on that. He's off the mark, Gangasani. Pick up a single. They've been tidy in the field, British Columbia. They've held on to their catches, been quick in the field. Tough to feel though, possibly just not enough runs on the board from them today. Not the way Quebec has approached this game. Again, driven down the ground. Should have been 2 runs. Might be tight in the end. It's a diving effort to get back from the batsman. Gursahib Singh, make sure he's in his ground. They pick up 2 runs.
After again.
Why? I still have 2 more balls.
2 more balls.
Like, who wants them to?
I don't know.
This is nonsense. This is how they play.
But then this time go against the field side.
Played into the offside, straight to the fielder at point. Good decision to turn around. Definitely not a single there. Field placement's been good for British Columbia. It's a big shot. 6 runs. A smashed over cow corner. Gursaib Singh is taking the attack to Sandhu, and he says thank you very much as he puts it away for 6 runs. Quebec, they move on to 71 off 13, just 3 wickets to them, and most importantly, that equation now, just 33 runs required from 42 deliveries. Dilpreet Singh is going to come in for his final over. He's been the magic arm. Can he try and pick up a wicket for his side, British Columbia? He's picked up 2 so far. Just the 12 runs off of his 3 overs. They're counting on him, British Columbia. His final really depends on this over from him. Try and get another breakthrough for British Columbia. Asking for stumping. Batsman still in his crease. It's going to be a dot ball. British Columbia at one point this morning in the semi-final, they thought they were all but out of it. Let's cut away. They'll pick up an easy single. Gonna wait for the signal. Might have been leg buys. There we have it. Leg buys signaled. Quebec at this point will take them however they come. Buys, leg buys, extras, doesn't matter. Pulled away, short delivery, doesn't time it very well. Gangasani, he picks up another single. Got the 1 delivery to come in this over. Dilpreet Singh, 1 delivery to finish his spell. Over the fielder at mid-wicket. And they finish the over with another single. Quebec, they move to 75 for 3 at the end of 14. They just need another 29 runs. This is very good batting from Quebec. It's great to see the positivity. The intent in the batting is clearly visible from this side. Alberta, Ontario. Shubham Sharma, he's just brought up a half century to himself. Harsh Tucker, he's on 44. They just need 15 more runs on that ground. Ontario playing for the consolation prize though at this point. Unable to get into the final, the 2 sides on that ground. This finals, it's all about British Columbia and Quebec. Short delivery, it's pulled away. Should just be the single. Starts with a wayward delivery, Pargat Singh. That's a big shot, straight down the ground. It's gonna be 6 runs. Gursayap Singh, sorry, Ramki Gangasani that was. He struck that well over the fielder at long on. They pick up 6 runs, Quebec. And their players, Quebec, their pavilion, they're pumped up. They should be. Just 22 more runs to get in this final. What a show this has been from Quebec with both bat and ball. Cricket delivery. It's well bowled. We're going to have a dot ball. 2 deliveries to come in this over from Pargat Singh. Chipping down. It's not going to reach the boundary. It's gone high up in the air. They pick up 2 runs. 20 runs required. Still got the 1 delivery to come in this over. British Columbia, they're under some pressure here. They need to try and find a couple of wickets at some point soon. You'll have to say this game is all but done and dusted for them. Finish with a cricket delivery. That's going to be the end of the over. 84 for 3 at the end of 15, Quebec. They need just 20 more runs. Ramki Gangasani, he's on 11 off 12. Gursayap Singh, 15 off 16. They have maintained this required run rate extremely well today. Quebec, they were never expected to make it into the finals. It was either going to be between British Columbia, Ontario, or Alberta. Here they are playing in the final, Quebec against British Columbia, and they're doing an excellent job. Uday Bhagwan Singh, he's back into the attack for his 3rd over. He's coming in from the north end. He's going to have to try and break this partnership somehow if he's to save his side, British Columbia. Played into the offside. They pick up another single, Quebec. This fielder a deep cover. A good run. Singh very quick to take off at the non-strikers. He's home quite comfortably. This has been excellent running in between the wickets from Quebec. Good, positive, good, aggressive running. Up and over the bowler. They pick up another single. The equation getting smaller and smaller. Just 17 more runs required for Quebec. British Columbia, they're going to need to try and find a wicket somewhere soon. Well bowled. It's a good Yorker. Haven't seen too many of those in this innings yet. Reaching well outside the off stump, Gangasani. He can't quite get bat on ball. One delivery to come in this over from Uday Bhagwan Singh. It's paddled, scooped, I should say. They pick up another single. It's going to be the end of the over. 88 for 3 after 16. Just 16 runs needed now off 24 deliveries. On the other ground, Alberta, Ontario, they're cruising home. They just need 7 more runs from 12 deliveries. This is much better batting from Alberta and Ontario, I should say. Both sides trying to get a decent score. Kaleem Sana, he's into the attack. He's going to need to try and find his side a wicket or two. He's coming in for his third over from the pavilion end. Gangasani on strike. Got long on, mid off. A deep mid wicket. Deep fine leg. Just adjusting the field, making sure that everyone's in the right position. So got a deep third man and a deep cover fielder. Lots of gaps in the outfield though. No one on the 30-yard circle on the leg side. Everyone's out on the boundary. Punch into the offside. Pick up another single. Straight down the ground. The fielder mid-off, he's inside. Not sure why they kept him in, but this allows for an additional run. They pick up 2 runs off that delivery. Looks like there's just a few words being exchanged with the non-striker Gangasani and the bowler. pulled away. Again, no one inside the circle on the leg side. Starting to look like easy pickings for Quebec. 12 runs now required. This might be a short delivery to Gangasani. There were some words exchanged between Kalim Sana and Gangasani. We'll have to see what he delivers, Kalim Sana. It's cut away. Takes a thick outside edge, and it's 4 runs. Ramki Gangasani throwing everything into that delivery, and it's flown to the boundary behind point. Quebec now in single digits. They just need 8 more runs. They feel like they're almost home. The confidence level must be in a pretty good state of mind. Starting to see some heads drop. British Columbia. They really just didn't get enough runs on the board. British Columbia struggled with the bat in the semifinals, somehow pulled off a win, and then struggled with the bat again in the finals. It's going straight down the ground. Umpire just looking for confirmation whether that's 4 or 6.
You don't know. Well, if you don't know, you go with 6 with what you were saying.
We'll stick to the 6. Umpire just signaling 6 runs. Gangasani, he has really turned this game around quickly. 2 runs required for Quebec in this T20 men's championships, national championships. Somehow he squeezed that down the ground to third man. Fine leg, sorry. It's going to be 1 run required. We're tied. It's a tied game. Quebec cannot lose from here on. They just need the 1 run. It's going to be the end of the over. They're going to have to wait to chase that single run. 103 for 3 at the end of 17.
They need 1 of 2.
British Columbia, they brought everyone inside the 30-yard circle to try and prevent the single from happening. Quebec, they just need the 1 run. Pargat Singh, he finishes with a wide. He's gifted the last run to Quebec. And the Quebec players, they are ecstatic, as they should be. They've run onto the field. They've just won the men's T20 national championships. 5 days of grueling cricket. And they are now the winners. What an effort this has been from Quebec. First with the ball, now with the bat. They should be extremely proud of themselves. British Columbia, unfortunately, just never getting enough runs on the board. They'll have to come in second for the consolation prize. Just the 1 early wicket. Yashwant Reddy fell for 2 runs. Then Shreyas Mova, 29 off 30, did a really good job to keep on top of the run rate. Had a good partnership with Ravinder Reddy, 22 off 26 for him. And the 2 batsmen not out, Gursaib Singh and Ramki Gangasani. Fantastic batting to bring them home, Quebec. The bowling, unfortunately, Sana, very expensive. He picked up the 1 wicket but went for 28 runs off his 3 overs. Uday Bhagwan Singh not able to pick up a wicket, also going for 20 runs off 3 overs. Pargat Singh, equally expensive, 22 off 3, wicketless. Sandip Sandhu, he was a little more economical, 18 off of his 4, and Dilpreet Singh picked up 2 wickets, broke 2 important partnerships, but just couldn't pick up any more for his side. The winners of this men's T20 National Championships, Quebec, and they should be very, very proud of themselves. We're going to take a short break. Please don't go too far away. We will be back with the post-match presentations. This is Manali Patel. Just going to take a quick break and we'll be back with you shortly.